Well, hi, thanks for trying grants and crowdfunding.com. I've been studying this stuff for about 20 years now, and I know that the website could be a little difficult to figure out how to use all this stuff because we got 20,000 programs in there, and we try to organize as well as we can, but boy, that's not possible. It's like Google trying to organize Google. Plus, we have about 1,500 videos, too, of people who actually got all this money. So what I've done here is give you a report for the project you're interested in. And you said you were interested in extra money for living expenses and paying bills and debt, stuff like that. So I accumulated all the best stuff just for where you live. See, we aimed it right at your city, town, or whatever, and found you the sources. This is where you should start. Sure, there's 20,000 sources, and you could keep going, until you find something, but these items will give you the most probability of success. Now, the first thing is just to get with a financial counselor. They're free. The government gives like grants to experts, that will sit down with you for free, help you get your financial house in order. All these kinds of things, whether it's debt or just expenses or getting your bills paid off or getting them reduced and all this kind of stuff. So that's, I think, the first thing you have to do. And I got a list there of people where to go. You click on that, and it's all the people in your state that do this. They're getting government grants. They're independent experts, but they're getting grants from the government to give it to you for free. So they give these services for free to you, but you have to know they're there. So you call one or two to see. If you don't like, they're not nice enough, call somebody else. So that's where to start first. Please start there. You got to have someone else look at it. If I had the time to help everybody individually, I could help you do that too. But there's experts in here. You get grants to do that, so you don't have to pay me to do that. Okay, now what to do? We show you a list in your city and your county and your state. These are the programs that are in your local government that help you because you have, expenses and bill problems, okay? And we identify them for you, and then also links to investigate on that. Now, if there's a program there that you think, hey, that sounds good for me, I want to apply for it, it's best to call first because boy, things change all the time, and if you call that and you're able to speak to somebody, man, they'll tell you, hey, you don't want this, you want that, but you don't even know it. We couldn't find it, you couldn't find it, whatever, but they know about it. That's why I think people are becoming more important in this game of getting what you need in life because Google just spits it out, man, and you got 20 million, like you put bills, paying your bills, you'll get 50 million websites. And all those people on the websites are people selling you stuff. That's why I'm around, I feel, is to tell you, okay, forget about that. This is stuff I'm going to show you. Nobody's selling you anything, and that's what I spend my life doing and trying to educate people on how they could take advantage of it too. So that's all the programs, in your state, in your local, and your city. They'll all have some programs, so we'll identify them for you, show you where to go, so you don't have to flounder around on Google, spending the rest of your life doing that. Now the other thing is nonprofit organizations. See, these nonprofit organizations get what's called block grant money. That's right. The feds give block grant money to the state gives it to the city, and then the county, and then eventually it goes to nonprofits. And this block grant is a block of grant money. And the nonprofits decide how they do it. So then they're using it to solve problems in the community, whether it's housing problem or debt problems and things like that. So you got to find them. And the link we show you there shows you how to find them. And then see, it's all by organization. There'll be thousands and thousands of these nonprofits in all the major cities or in the small cities. They're all over. And you put in a category you're looking for help with, or you call their number. They have a number right there. It's 211. That's all you have to call. And they'll tell you, hey, yeah, this organization or whatever, contact them and they'll help. See, it's just wonderful services. I got people, I showed during the winter how to get your snow shoveled for free by just calling that number and contacting them. And it's all different in different areas. So that's what's good about that. So these are all the places that are already organized to help you do this better. And the links I have, go through that step by step on the links we have there. Now the other thing too is if you have trouble with financing, you may want to see how being self-employed can make you more money, or if you don't have a job. And I show you the state office there to help you if you want to be self-employed. Don't go on the internet, man, and find out, how do I start this? And there's all these people want to sell you something. They're going to make money off of your problem. No, don't do that. Find somebody who's doing that better for free. If you have an invention idea, no, I'll show you. that office will help you for free with your invention. Instead of calling you think you make a lot of money on invention, talk to them. Don't call somebody who's going to eventually get $5,000-$7,000 from you. No, that's silly. Because you can get all that kind of help for free, or just become a freelancer and be self-employed in something else. You always wanted to do X, Y, Z. They'll help you for free. Solve your tax problems, all these kinds of things. It's all for free. Okay. Now, the other thing too, I give you the office for if you want a better job or you're not working, you get $8,000 to train for a better job. Find out about that program in your area. I give you the link. You put in your zip code. You find out where the local office is. You contact them. Hey, I'm not working. I need a better job, but I need skills. So for $8,000, you get skills to become a massage therapist, a truck driver, and an IT professional, or whatever. Or actually, you could even go back to 211 and look for free training for something. You want to work in IT. People use these nonprofits. They give you skills and they get you a job, and you double your salary within a few months. I mean, it's crazy, but you have to know about them. It takes work. See, everything I'm going to give you, it takes some effort on your problem. You're not going to make one phone call because something will happen and you got to go. And that's life nowadays, And if you learn to handle that, man, that's when the good stuff comes. When you hang in there. Then I also included in here is a list of the 25 top grant programs for your state, where they are in your state. So that's a shopping list you should go through, because that's an important shopping list. It'll show you things like you're missing money that you forgot to get a deposit back from some utility 2 years ago or 10 years ago, or a bank account your grandmother set up for you, had no idea, and there's money set. All these kinds of things, or money to pay your utility bills and or your internet bills and stuff like that you don't know about. Healthcare expenses, and all these kinds of things that are there. Go through that list, see which ones are for you. People that will collect your child support money for you. There's even like $1 trillion, or I forget what the number was, a huge amount of money sitting out in unprocessed child support money because people didn't claim it. They've been collecting it from somebody's tax return and they didn't claim it. Okay, I also put in links that you could download some video tutorials. One is like the 50 best financial giveaways for consumers. And that's all kind of neat stuff, that I have in there that you don't know about. Extra money to, pay rent, or emergency money, like things like that you didn't know it was available. And that's it. Download that, look at the list. It's video, so it's fun to see, and there's 50 little videos in there. Watch the ones you want to learn about those programs. Then I also included a listing of 47 websites that make you money in the shared economy. See, anything you have now, you have some extra time. Well, you could go on a website and say, I have this extra time at certain hours and just be on or off or whatever. It's like getting work with no boss, because you just work when you want to, at the price you want to, and for the job you want to. It's not like, I need extra money, I'll go down and work on the pizza delivery. That guy wants you every day, and you don't have to work like that anymore. Or you have extra space in your basement, you store somebody's stuff and make extra money. You got an extra bicycle you're not using much, or even one day you don't use it, you put it on the site that way and maybe make money. And there's so many more ways to make money because these platforms are bringing people together who have stuff that they can make money. They have an extra room you barely use, or actually if somebody was renting the backyard to camp out in and making money on that. There's so many ways now on the internet. It's extra. You're driving somewhere, want to have somebody in with you to pay for it. That's available on a website where they meet up. It's like dating sites, but it's not for dates. It's for all this other stuff. And see, the platforms or the websites take care of all the money. They have the insurance. They have the way to vet the people to make sure that it's okay and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's terrific. I make a bunch of money on an apartment I barely use down in Washington, D.C. and stuff like that. So there's all more ways to make money now than you ever believe. And that's available. Now, one more video tutorial that I gave you the link to download is on crowdfunding. How you could make money and get money for anything on crowdfunding, to pay healthcare bills, to pay education bills, to start businesses if you're an artist. Crowdfunding now gives more money to artists than National Endowment of the Arts. That's right. And any kind of problem. You have trouble paying your student loans. People are going on there and they're getting money to do that. It's just a crazy world that we live in now. And you have to start learning it, because that's where the growth is. Man, and people, I interviewed a woman who was in a car crash up, and the person behind, she was behind, was in a bad, got really hit. He flew out of the car. She's holding him as the ambulance is coming. He doesn't have a hand. He lost his hand. She felt so badly. She came home, went on crowdfunding, and raised $75,000 to get him a new hand. Wow. See, this crowdfunding doesn't require knowledge about computers. It doesn't require expertise. It doesn't require a degree. It doesn't require financial statements. It doesn't require credit checks. Nothing. It doesn't care who you are. You go on there in the crowds and the internet. If they like it, they give you money. And if you start learning that, man, that's another powerful tool. So these are just sources, if you're having trouble, you should know about and start educating yourself about. The others are grants and real services that you could use right away without learning about and just contacting them. And it's the funnel down to just a few. So if these don't work out, there's always more. We know more, and we know more and more and more. We're trying to give you the best first, so maybe save us both sometime. And if it doesn't work, we're still here to keep helping you. Stuff is out there. It just takes some work. And so make us work for you.